we're going. And then we plus so you can come in there. Make sure I'm in the folder there. Oh, see, I'm not in there. You gotta watch. Oh, you gotta hold it up in front of you too. Hold it up. Don't be bouncing it because everybody gets sick. I'm over here. Can you see that right there? Can you read it?
Mm-hmm.
Ah, this is the first film of the year. First period class. There we go. Equivalent fractions again. Don't follow me out here. Follow up there, dude. Ah, now you're shaking it. Somebody's going to watch that and get sick. Equivalent fractions. Now, we discovered yesterday, we used to have a whole pizza here, didn't we? And who ate it?
Ty.
Ty came and ate my pizza. It used to be one whole, which was cut into 4 pieces, so it was 4 1/4 pieces, right? But it's not that anymore because Ty ate 1 piece, and we now have what? 3 1/4 pieces, but we put them together and make 3/4. And then we talked about, here was another box of a pizza, and I opened it up, and there were some pieces missing in it, too. So I blame Ty for that one, too. It used to be 1 whole, but this one's cut into 1/8, which means 8 pieces. So it used to be 8/8, which was 1 whole pizza. But it's not a whole pizza anymore because part of it's in somebody's belly. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 1/8 pieces, which makes it a total of 6/8. Then we noticed, we talked about, looking just at the pizza, not what kind it is, but its size. Looking at it, the same section is gone in his belly. So, this is the same size as that. And if something's the same size, we say it is equal. So, I'm then going to assume, since this pizza is 3/4, this pizza is 6/8, then they have to
Be equal.
equal each other, even though they look different. And that's what we wrote up here yesterday. Equivalent means equal. So we have equal fractions. And then what else did I write? But, what? They
Are the different.
But they look different. Because they have different numbers. But yet y'all know they're equal, right? Even though they look different. We came down here. Did we do the half one yesterday?
No.
All right, so we're on the half one now. Old Usselton got a hold of this pizza. Yeah, Fat Usselton over there. Fat man. Half of it's gone. It used to be 1 whole pizza cut in 2 halves. He wasn't nice like Ty and just take 1 piece. He took 1 piece, big old honking thing. This used to be 2 1/2, which is 2/2, 1 whole. But part of it's gone now. It's not a whole pizza because Fat Usselton ate it. How much is left over? A half. All right, and then we came over here, and Haley, tall Haley, I'm not going to call her fat because she'll go home and cry. So tall Haley got a hold of this one. It used to be what? 4/4, 1 whole. But she got a hold of 2 of those pieces, ate them, and now what does we have left?
1/2.
2 1/4, which is
2/4.
2/4. 2 1/4 is 2/4. But now we look at the size. What are they?
Equal.
The size is equal. So what does that make us assume?
There.
That fraction 1/2 must equal fraction 2/4. So do you see how fractions jump out at you in real life stuff? And you see how one fraction looks one way and another fraction looks another way, but because if we look at their size, they actually equal each other even though they're different numbers. Now the problem we have with this, class, is it would be nice if I was given a fraction and I want to turn it into a different fraction but yet stay equal. It would be nice if I could pull out a pizza and cut it up, pull out another pizza, cut it up, cut one of them into 9 slices, cut the other one into 27 slices, eat some of them and eat some of them, and see which one's the same size. Then I could get the equal fraction numbers. But that'd take too long, and even Ty would get sick of eating pizzas. Alrighty? I know he doesn't think he would, but he would blow up and then he'd blow chunks because he ate so much. Alright? So, there's a shortcut way that we can do it mathematically. So we don't have to draw pictures all the time, because that takes too long, doesn't it? Wouldn't you rather just do the math and get her done? But it is picturified if you want to. But it just takes too long. So there's got to be an easier way to make equal fractions. So we're going to try to make 8/9 equal something over 27. Okay? And here we're going to go. We're going to go, what steps do we do? We're going to try to find the missing number. You follow me over here, Holmes?
Mm-hmm.
We're going to try to find the missing number that goes above 27, so that fraction will equal 8/9. Okay, we're going to do it mathematically so we don't have to cut up pizzas because it takes too long. Yeah, we'd enjoy eating it, but it just takes too long. I want to get my stuff done and get out of here. All right? So, if we want to make equal fractions, first thing we do, bless you, man, I don't know what's in here, y'all just need to probably plug up. There's no old season no more. Plug it up. All right, here we go. Look at we're writing notes. There you go. Look at the numbers in the fract. Now, what did I just do?
Abbreviate.
Abbreviate. When you're writing notes, abbreviate. Makes it go faster. Fracts. So from now on, you know fracts means what?
Fractions.
Fractions. All right. And look, I didn't write the word number, did I?
Nope.
What I use?
The number sign.
The number symbol. Number's a pretty long word. But if I'm writing notes, it's a lot easier just to put symbols in and abbreviate. It'll go a lot faster. Look at the numbers in the fracts. On one level, there is two numbers. Step one is we're just looking. Step one, we just look. All we want to do is see. Which level has two numbers? Top level or bottom level in this? Bottom level has a 9 and a 27. The top level has an 8 and a blank. So the step one is all you got to do is find which level has two numbers. Well, in this one, it's the bottom level. When we go to the next one, where's it going to be?
Top.
Top level. We'll do that in just a minute. Okay? All right? All right. Step two. PhD. Write it down. I know you PhD. You're going to learn in just a second what PhD. Now hold it over there. They need to write. Don't go so fast, dude. Shoot. Don't follow me. They don't want to hear. They hear me. Just keep it up there because people are writing notes when they look at this. And think about it. You're filming something that somebody somewhere in the United States may watch. PhD. Everybody got that ready? Here we go. What does PhD mean? Here we go. It means play. Hurry. How did. Play how did. So the rest of the year, if I ever say PhD, what does it mean?
Play how did.
Play how did. And you're still going, what does this mean, math? Play how did? Play how did with the numbers you are looking at. Let me get everybody finished writing because I need everybody's eyeballs up here. Because this is, the PhD is what we're doing. PhD. Doesn't mean doctor anymore. It means play how did in math class. All right. Everybody ready? Because here we go. Somebody's not ready out there. All right, here we go. We're going to play how did with the two numbers we looked at. We said the 9 and the 27. 8 and blank. We got two numbers, 9 and 27. Play how did. Playing how did is this. How did 9 turn into 27? And don't just say magic. No. Something mathematically happened for 9 to turn into 27. It got multiplied by 3, didn't it? So, I'm going to write up here. This is how did. It got multiplied by 3. So I'm going to write times 3. So hopefully y'all have your example down there and you're writing. And now you got a times 3 by the 9. So I got to pause, make sure you got that written down. Don't put a circle up here. We got a blank. There we go, right there. There we go. It's, and 8 over 9 equals blank over 27. How did 9 turn into 27? Multiply. Times 3. So that is PhD. We played how did. Now do the Now do the same thing to the other level. Now do the same thing to the other level. Get that written down. We'll come back over here to show what we're doing. Y'all need to learn how to write a little bit faster now, y'all. We got to move. Notice how fast I write? It's not real pretty, but I can still read it. I know some of you are very beautiful writers. That's good. But you're not having to turn your notes in for prettiness. Just get it down where you can read it. So here we go. What did we do here? Times 3. Go to the other level and do the same thing. Times 3. So write it up there, Sam. There you go. Come back to see me. You were gone there for a second. Times 3. Now let's do the math. What's 8 times 3? 24. So guess what fraction equals 8/9?
24.
24 over
27.
27. 24 over 27. We have made equivalent fractions. That's all the notes on that. Let's write down the new example. 2/3 equals 10 over blank. Write another example. Not yet, hang on. 2/3 equals 10 over blank. We want to know what this fraction is, what's in this blank, to make that fraction equal 2/3. We're making equal fractions. Here we go, Crystal. Write it down fast, girlfriend. You got to write fast. 2/3 equals 10 over blank, because we got to get on to some more stuff. Okay. So, which level has both numbers? Top or bottom?
Top.
Top. So those are the ones we're looking at. That was step 1. Step 2 says PhD. So how did 2 turn into 10?
It was multiplied by 5.
Got multiplied by 5. Let's write it down. Times 5. That's what PhD did. That's what happened. It got multiplied by 5. Step 3, Ty.
Step 3. Now I do the same thing on the next level.
Do the same thing on the other level. Right there, times 5. What's 3 times 5?
15.
Bam, shamma, lamma. There's our equal fraction. 2/3 is an equal fraction to 10 over 15 without doing pizza. We did it with math. We did it with math because it's a lot faster than cutting up pizza and eating part of it. And then cutting up another one and eating part of that so it equals that other pizza. And then you got to count up. Let's just do some PhDing and get her done. Right? All right, next one. 3 over 5 equals blank over 55. 3 over 5 equals blank over 55. Baritone. Which level has both numbers? Bottom or top?
Bottom.
Bottom. That's right, baritone. Now, baritone. How does 5, PhD, play how did? How did 5 turn into 55?
5 times 11.
Times 11. So what are we going to write here?
Times 11.
Times 11. That was step 2. Step 3 is what?
Times 11.
Now do the same thing to the other level. So go upstairs and do what? Times 11. What's 3 times 11?
33.
Bam, whamma. Boom. There it is. There's our new equal fraction. You writing these, Julian? Gotta write these. Write these, Julian. Let's go, Bubba. Good job. You're doing good. All right. No, I got you. Oh, here we go. All right. Walk easy, because you're going easy, dude. There you go. All right. Got some right here. 14 over 18 is something over 9. 14 over 18 is something over 9. Which level has the same thing?
Bottom.
Bottom level. PhD. Let's play how did. How did 18 turn into a smaller number, 9?
They divided it by 2?
Oh, so we can divide? It's math, isn't it? How did 18 turn into 9? It got divided by 2. So let's write divide by 2. That was PhD. Now go to step 3, which is now do the exact same thing to the other level. So up here, divide by 2, and what do we get?
7.
Bam. Look at there. 14 over 18 is the same thing as 7 over 9. Exactly the same. Equal. Equivalent fraction. Got to use those big words. Equivalent. 30 over 35 is 6 over blank. 30 over 35 is 6 over blank. Where are we going to PhD? Top or bottom? Usselman? Right here. 30 over 35, 6 over blank. We going to PhD the top or the bottom?
Top.
The top, because it has the 2 numbers. So, how did 30 turn into 6? Let's go with, all right, Tyroska.
Divided by 5.
It got divided by 5. Haley Joe, what are we going to do now?
Divide by 5 on the bottom.
Divide by 5 on the bottom. Bam. 35 divided by 5.
So,
Look at there. Man, this math is hard. Blow snot. Good job, dude. Out of the way. Don't show me either. Probably green. Stinky. All right. 8 over blank is 16 over 20. Uh-oh. 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 What?
I don't want to get in the way of the video.
Tell him don't get out of his chair. Go.
Don't get out of the chair.
Could you not leave it there and then throw it away later? Say, yes, I could. All right, let's think. Here we go. What is different about this one than all the other ones we've already done? Talk to me, girlfriend. How is it different? That's all right. How is it different?
You had to multiply it.
No. How does it look different before I do anything?
The missing number is on the left side.
Oh! Everywhere else, the missing number's been on the right, top or bottom. Now we got a missing number on the left bottom. And you know what I'm going to tell you? So what? Okay? Watch. Let's PhD, top or bottom? Top. How does 8 turn into 16?
Times 2.
Times 2. So we're supposed to do that down on the bottom, right? Now, don't come over here. Everything's been right above each other, hadn't it?
Yeah.
So, above each other, something times 2 gives me 24.
12.
Blank times 2 is 24. The blank needs to be 12. Now I found it. Looked kind of scary, didn't it? Still works the same way. We just had to think a little different. How did 8 turn into 16? Times 2. So blank times 2 got to give me 24. Just a little different thinking, but it's still PhD-ing, isn't it? We PhD to blank. And it works, doesn't it? So it doesn't matter where the blank is. What if the blank would have been on the top, y'all? Right? Maybe I started off like this. Hopefully you said, so what? Which level, top or bottom?
Bottom.
Bottom, because they have numbers. How does 12 turn into 24? Times 2, so come up here to the top. Something times 2 gives me 16.
8.
So does it scare you where the blank is? Shouldn't, should it? It's still PhDs, doesn't it? It's still PhDs. All right, that is making equal fractions. Take a deep breath. All right. So we are going to have problems like this, where there's already an equal sign in there, and there's 3 numbers and 1 number's missing. All righty, let me erase that so you can see what it looks like. You're going to have assignment problems that look like that, okay? You got to find out what goes in the blank. Everybody with me? Because I'm about to change our thoughts to something different, okay? So, okay, we got something like that. Now turn the page. Or like this girlfriend, all she's got to do is she's got to draw a line right across here like that, and she's going to put 1.2 for a second kind of notice. Draw a line across, 1.2. If you wrote it in the whole page, flip it over. My suggestion is, look what my man Barrett did. He turned the page, and then he flipped it over so he can write on the back of the page. Okay? That's good. That's not wasting paper. I don't care if you write on the back. I want you to write on the back. Let's simplify fractions. Let's simplify fractions. All right. That's going to be our first example. Then we're going to do something like that. And then we'll do something like that. do something like, now we got some writing to do, don't we? Right?
Right.
All right, I'm just putting these down so you know what we're looking at. Ooh, a hard one. Simplifying fractions. Now, you're going to find out I'm sometimes not very grammatically correct. I apologize. The word is more simple. There is no word called simpler. But I just like saying simpler. It sounds funny. Okay? So I know what's grammatically correct, but I sometimes in our notes, who cares, right? We're going to do it. We want to make fractions look simpler, more simple. Those are pretty big old fractions. They have big old numbers in them and stuff. But they can be made more simple. Papa. In other words, turn them into smaller numbers. That's what you're doing when you're simplifying fractions. You're turning them into smaller numbers. Now notice the difference in this board and those other boards. We had two fractions, didn't we, to start with a blank in it. This one, we just got a fraction and we want to make it smaller numbers. So you want to know how to do it? Real easy? Right? Okay. Find a number that will. Oh yeah. Come back, girlfriend. You were off with Peter Pan. Tell the lost boys bye and come back to real life. She was out playing with Peter Pan and Rufio. Y'all know who Rufio is, right? Rufio from Hook, 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 Hook. Oh, y'all need to watch the movies now, man. Oh man, you know, don't you, Cody? You know Rufio, don't you? Little.
I do.
And the little fat boy?
Does he wear the bunny costume?
No, he had the.
Oh, I thought he wore the bunny.
No. Rufio was the leader while Robin Hood, while Peter Pan was gone.
Why are you?
And then he comes back as a fat man. Remember? Oh, I hadn't finished number one here. Y'all got me talking about Peter Pan. All right. Find a number that will, here's the key word here. Ooh, what kind of math on these? Divide. That will divide out of both top and bottom. Now, friends and loved ones and the rest of you that hate me, the top is called the numerator. The bottom is called the denominator. Not ter, tor, denominator. Okay, we need to know those words. Because when you get up in middle school, up in the 7th and 8th grade in high school, they're going to say, look at the denominator. And you go, because Jordan called it the bottom. No, I also called it the denominator. Find a number that will divide out of both the top and the bottom, and do it. And do it. Don't just find it. Do it after you find it. There's going to be a step 2, but I'm going to go over to our first example and let's do step 1. What number will divide out of an 18 and a 20? 2. Do we we all agree? A 2 will divide out of 18 and a 20. So let's write it. Divide by 2, divide by 2. Okay, what's 18 divided by 2?
9.
9. Of course, we got to know our division, don't we? What's 20 divided by 2?
10.
10. Very good. Step 2. Do it again if you can. In other words, you keep finding numbers that will divide out. Julian! Hello, boy. Stay with me, dude. I'm up here. Do it again if you can. Keep finding numbers that will divide out if you can. Is there a number that will divide out of a 9 and a 10?
No.
And you better do like this. No, you can't. If not, you done. If nothing else will divide out, you done. Used my little texting you there, didn't I? You're done. That's simplifying. All right. What divide out 8 and 16? 8. 2. 4. Ooh, there's a lot. So what if I choose 4? Is that okay?
Yes.
So divide by... Thank you, Ty. You were about to tell me, weren't you? And I'm going to use 4, Ty, because some people are going to choose 4, okay? What's 8 divided by 4?
4.
Bullcorn. 8 minus 4 is 4. We're dividing. 8 divided by 4 is
2.
2. 16 divided by 4 is bullcorn. 16 divided by 4 is 16 divided by 4 is
4.
Thank you. Good night. We need to know our divisions. There is, I divided a number out of both the top and the bottom. Now the do it again if you can. Can we divide something out again? By
2.
2. So do it again. Divide by 2. Divide by 2 this time. 2 divided by 2 is 1. 4 divided by 2 is
2.
2. There we go. Fun habit. Will anything else divide out? No. A 1 will, but it doesn't help me. It doesn't change anything, does it? A 1 will divide, but it doesn't change nothing. So I did it. Now, a minute ago, Ty wanted to divide by 8. Is that okay?
Mm-hmm.
If I did it that way, I go straight to my answer without having to do it a second time. So the bigger number you can find that will divide into it, the less times you got to do it. Right?
Right.
But do you still get the same answer if you pick another number? Yes. So don't freak out that you picked one number and your friend picked another one. Oh, you're wrong. Well, it may not be. It just may take them a couple more steps than what it took you. You're still going to both come to the same answer. So can you get the answer by doing it 2 different ways? Yes. So don't freak out going, oh, you're supposed to do it this way. No. I divided by 4. He divided by 8. We still got the same answers. All right? All right, what will divide out a 9 and a 30? Will not. Is not a number.
3.
3? All right, let's see what. Divide by 3. Divide by 3. What's 9 divided by 3?
3.
6. It's not. 9 minus 3 is 6. 3. 30 divided by 3.
10.
10. What will divide out of a 3 and a 10?
Nothing.
Not a swinging thing. Yep, baby. Last one. 12 over 28. Man, that looks hard.
Wait.
Wait. I don't have time to wait, buddy. I gotta go.
Hurry. 2.
Hurry.
2.
2. Now, let me ask you a question. 12 and 28 are both what kind of numbers?
Equal.
Even numbers. If both numbers are even, what will always divide out of it?
2.
A 2. Not even numbers, 2 will. If you look and both numbers are even, 2 will always divide out of it. It may not be the biggest one that'll divide out, but it will, and it'll get us started. So let's divide by 2, because they're both even. Divide by 2, divide by 2. 12 divide by 2.
6.
6, that's good. 28 divided by 2. Ooh, that's a big one. 14. Good job, Grace. 14. Is that my answer?
No.
Why for come not?
Because you can divide
It'll simplify some more. It'll divide by
2.
2 again. Won't divide by 4 because 6 won't divide by 4, but it'll divide by 2 again. What's 6 divided by 2?
3.
3. 14 divided by 2?
7.
7. All right. Now let's check that. Will anything else divide out of 3 and 7?
No.
Not a swinging ring. There we go. 3 7. Bam! Sham-a-lam. Is this hard, y'all?
No.
It's really not. Okay. So let's repeat what we're doing here. Equivalent fractions or making equal fractions were PhDing. Okay? What happened? How did this number turn into that one? Whatever you figure out, do it to the other one. Back here, simplifying fractions, we're trying to make the fraction into smaller numbers by dividing something out that will divide out of both. Okay? Got it? Kill it, dude.